From the RCL Newsplex, I'm Jared Reimer, and here's what's going on. We begin in Phoenix, Arizona this week, as Zealous Media Group has launched adult alternative formatted 94.9 The Zone KZON HD2 as of this past Thursday. The station is being broadcast on an FM translator at 94.9, which is licensed to Chandler, Arizona. Powered by Sonic Track AI, The Zone is positioning itself with the slogan, "Where Music Matters." The new brand uses the same branding and logo as the former 101.5 The Zone KZON, which was in use from 1992 to 2005. Since those days, 101.5 has shifted between AAA, modern adult, contemporary, and alternative rock during its run. Now, it's CHR known as Live 101.5 KALV. The 94.9 signal covers parts of downtown Phoenix, Scottsdale, and Tempe, where Arizona State University is located. If you're ready to hear what the station sounds like, we've already taken care of that. Jamie has posted the stream link on the RCL Facebook page. In other news, the CSRA will, as of Tuesday, January 20th, be able to find joy. Radio Training Networks, Christian Adult Contemporary 88.3 WAFJ, licensed to Belvidere, South Carolina, and serving the Augusta, Georgia area as well, will rebrand as The Joy FM, effective as of next Tuesday, while 88.3 joins RTN's flagship brand utilized on stations in Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. In Tennessee, WAFJ will still retain its local staff at the radio station, including station manager and morning co-host, as well as station manager John Bryant. Bryant said, "This new chapter represents some big changes for 88.3 WAFJ. Changes that God seems to have been leading for some time." Brian went on to say, "I look forward to serving the CSRA in even more effective ways, as our ministry will now have access to resources that will allow us to do even more. Along with the rebranding to the Joy FM comes a brand new on-air lineup that, if you listen to the station as much as our own Jamie T does, you probably already know these familiar voices, but they'll be new to those who are finding joy for the very first time, like WAFJ listeners will be doing. The new lineup will include the morning cruise with Dave Cruz, Bill Martin, and Carmen Brown in the morning from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Middays will feature Candace Gray from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Afternoons will be filled by the JR Show with host J.R. Reeves in the afternoon, Michelle Talion in evenings, and Sandy James in overnights. Morning co-host and RTN Vice President of Programming, Carmen Brown, said this: "One thing that defines us is our love for the gospel. We are so excited to share gospel-centered programming and to do life with listeners on the CSRA. In addition, Radio Connection Live host Jamie T said this: "I could not be more excited about what is happening inside the Joy FM walls. Having listened since the age of 10, I've watched this radio ministry grow by leaps and bounds. Whenever they add a new signal somewhere, even if it's one that they currently already own, like it is with 88.3, new listeners will find joy through the music and messages with the Joy FM. I know some friends who live up in that area, and I can't wait for them to turn on the radio on January 20th and be able to find joy, just like so many of us have for many years." Staying with Christian music here, SiriusXM's The Message, which airs a Christian contemporary music format, has launched a brand new Count Up show. We told you at the beginning of the year that a new program will be debuting on The Message, and it is officially here. The new show, titled The Climb, with Ashley Till, will feature the top 12 songs of the week as voted on by listeners who are also members of the station's message board. A weekly survey sent by the message, allowing listeners to vote on their favorite songs for the week. In addition to the top 12 songs, The Climb will also have special features such as the Message Worship Song of the Week, where afternoon host Tom Carter will play a popular worship song on the channel. The Message Foundation's Throwback Track of the Week, where Doug Hanna will play a popular Message artist from the past. There will also be the Forward Message Track of the Week, where Christian artist Jordan Feliz will play a brand new, never before heard Christian track from an up and coming artist. Though the show is technically a countdown program, Ashley Till said, "Our music is so uplifting, encouraging, and faith-filled. Why count down when we can count up?" Stay tuned to Radio Connection Live as we'll play an air check of the very first edition of The Climb later on in the program. Let's move our microphones to the Windy City as Odyssey has scored a brand new home for its sports talk programming, as Odyssey is dropping the rhythmic throwback format that had been used on radio station 104.3 WBMX, also known as 104.3 Jams. The new 104.3 WSCR will serve as a simulcast of its AM station at 670. Odyssey has done this with other stations that they own, including stations in Miami, Portland, and Kansas City. The changeover takes place on February 2nd. With your Radio Connection Live news brief, I'm Jared Reimer. Now, back to the group for discussion of the news. Here's Jamie T.